Right, hopefully that is different. Time will tell. It's so much, but yeah, so it's the Twitch app. The Twitch app is just shit. No more static. Fantastic. Thank you very much for telling me about. Much appreciated. Yeah, I knew there was more than one reason that I'd stopped using the Twitch app for streaming live shit. And hello, Belle. How are you, my dear? How are you getting on? You do indeed, and I very much appreciate that. Thank you, my dear. How was your weekend? What'd you get up to? Hopefully, lots of fun and enjoyable things. Yeah, I had no intention of streaming today, but I just thought, well, fuck it, I'm driving home, why not? It always makes the drive back a bit quicker, or seem a bit quicker, should I say, and it just shares some of this, you know. Finally better after the flu. The flu left Friday. Then you got Shark Week on Friday. Right, so I was like, hey, flu's gone, but here you go, fuck you now. Damn. Well, I'm glad to hear you're feeling better today, but hopefully no more bullshit for a while. No more illness. Shark Week, you can't help, that's just gonna be there. If the worst of it's over, that's the main thing. I'm doing well. I had a lot of fun. It's a Friday. We went to see that movie that we filmed 2 years ago in Ennisco. It wasn't as cringe. Excuse me. It wasn't as cringe seeing myself on screen as I thought it would be. And the movie came together so well. The editing on it was fantastic. There was parts I'd not seen or didn't know anything about, so thank you, Mel. That was great. So then afterwards we went to the pub. Excuse me. Went to the pub and just caught up a bit with some of the people that worked on it. And shot the shit, had some pints. It was all good. Saturday, myself and Caustic just hung out and played a lot of games. I got him into Helldivers again, and he actually enjoyed it this time, which was awesome. So he's probably going to play that more often. Then it was like fucking movie. Oh no, we ended up got some food in, had some drinks, and then watched Fallout. I'd already seen it, but they hadn't, and I was very happy to rewatch some of it. So we ended up watching like 3 episodes Saturday night with drinks and stuff. It was great. And then Sunday we had the seaweed baths. So it was kind of just a chill morning. Everybody kind of woke up on their own time, you know, all that shit. Obviously, skin full of drinks the night before and all, so it was seaweed baths, which I put photos in the Discord for people because I've been talking about it. But you get an hour, you get this room with a massive bath in it, already seaweed and piping hot seawater in there. And then you can just fill it as much as you want from the tap because it's piping hot seawater tapped in. And you get a steam box so you can get in and out of the bath as much as you want. Sit down in the steam box and there's a lever inside so you can just steam the fuck out of yourself. So done that for the hour. That was super relaxing. And then yeah, we just came back, had some dinner, had some drinks, shot the shit, played some games, and then watched another episode of Fallout, and then we watched Dr. Sleep, which was a I'm pretty sure I'd seen it already, but it was a good movie, and it was even more fun because Caustic doesn't do well with suspense, thriller, or horror, so that was fun. Don't know if it's me who stream buffers from time to time. It's the travelling bell. It's not just you. So right now, may you ask where I'm going? I'm going home, Bell. So I've been in Mayo for the weekend, so I'm heading back to Dublin. It's where I am in the country at the moment. The signal is just a bit shit, so that's why the buffering is happening. It's picking up, but there's spots all over the place where the signal is bad, so it will buffer as I'm going through parts, and then it'll get better. So that's what's happening there. It's not you, it's definitely me. It's my connection. What are you up to with your day, Val? How's it been going for you? Understandable? Yeah, that's it. Fortunate where most parts you get decent signal, but some parts it's a bit shit. You need a new modem anyways, while yours is acting up, is it? I hope the ISP is going to sort that. Also, sound goes away from time to time. Yeah, that's the dropped frames. It's because it's so low. So right now, for example, it's the signal is like 500 kilobytes. So, considering you need 4,000 to stream properly. Now I'm going back up to 3.5. Now I'm back to 4,000. It'll hit 5,000 soon enough, hopefully, and then we'll be back to a stable stream. But it's gonna be intermittent like crazy, unfortunately. You haven't been to work since last week. They didn't go either, so you're just recovering. Tomorrow you're gonna go to work. Alright, well, I mean, you need the time off. So to answer the question, you don't have anything planned for today. Good. Nothing planned is a good thing. You should relax, rest, sleep, play games, treat yourself to some nice food and drinks. Be careful, you know, just relax and enjoy. So you're driving the left or the right side? Left side of the road here. So we're one of the minority of countries that do that, but yeah. So obviously we drive on the left in Ireland, then England, Scotland, Wales all drive on the left as well. I think Japan drives on the left, and then there's a handful of African countries where they drive on the left, and I can't remember where else after that, but I am aware most of the world is more on the right than the left anyway. But we have to be the awkward ones, you know. You won't have issues driving in Ireland. Oh, do you drive on the left then? I thought you drove on the right for some reason. Where are you now, Belle? Maybe you're not in the country I think you're in. Maybe that's what it is. So I could have swore you drove on the right. I mean, you wouldn't have issues driving here anyway. It's pretty easy to pick up the other side. Like, I had no issues driving when I was in Canada. Now, part of that was I was driving an automatic car, so it took away some of the muscle memory elements of going for a gear stick and shit like that. But yeah, otherwise it's grand. The only thing I'd say, depending on what the roads are like there, that might cause some issue when you're driving around would be if you're going down some of the smaller country roads here, where basically there's enough space for one car, but it's a 2-car road. Those are always fun. But if you're stuck on main roads, you're all good. You're never going to encounter that. I always find it funny. So we got just directly opposite. I don't know if it can be seen on stream properly. That building that I'll pass now as I turn. There's a Frankenstein outside. Frankenstein's monster there, right in front of us. That's like a costume shop for theatre and stuff like that. Because there's a theatre group in Ballina, which is where I am. And they've had various props put on him at some various times. It's always interesting to see it. It needs a hug. It probably does, Belle. You should visit Ballina and give it a hug. I'm sure it would be very happy of it. There was also a funny moment there when so they had Joe Biden come to Ballina for visiting. So the Heritage Centre out in North Mayo Heritage Centre is on Kill's estate, and the genealogist in there was the one that traced Biden's roots back to Ireland and to what family and all that shit. So they had loads of American flags around when he was visiting, and outside of that place they had like an American flag stitched onto an Irish flag, but because of the weight and the way it fell, it then looked more like an Indian flag than an Irish flag. So it was a really weird situation. Or an Ivory Coast flag, I should say, not an Indian flag, because the Indian flag is the Irish flag with an emblem in the middle. What are your plans when I get home? Not much. Play with Ben for a little bit and then play some games, probably. Just chill, mostly. Or probably on the way home I'll stop off at the supermarket and pick up some food, because I didn't do a food shop because obviously I was going away for the weekend, so there was no point in getting food in. So I'll have nothing in the house at the moment. So I'll probably get stuff in, so I have lunch and stuff for tomorrow. 2 hours 40, I'd say. Not very long. Not very. It'll be a while. Get you chicken fillet roll. No, fuck off. Get your own. You get me a chicken fillet roll. What's the story with you, bro? What you up to? Are you finished your site? Have you submitted shit, or are you still tweaking it? Oh, Jesus, I don't know why I'm yawning. I slept well last night. I shouldn't need to be yawning, but oh well. Also, bro, did you know chicken fillet rolls don't exist outside of Ireland? It's a terrible situation. Nobody else knows the joys of it. Not you saw this because it buffered a bit, but you don't plan for today. Maybe after yourself doing the tryout. Yeah, absolutely, Belle. I didn't see that. No. Yes, I am 100% down for that. I will be back. Like it'll be about a little over 2.5 hours before I'm back home. But if you're around, I'm absolutely down to play some Outlast. I know Misty's gotten back into Outlast as well, so I've been playing a bit of that with Misty. And I mean, with the event on and with the way that things have gone, like you pick up XP really quickly as well anyway. So your levels will go through the roof very quickly. Excellent, yeah. Send your message in a settle down. Yeah, I will. Yeah, I think Misty's going to be around later as well, so 3 of us could jump in. But then obviously, if there's anyone else around, they can jump in as well. I know Thompson is streaming today, so he's probably going to be Adam Wake the whole time. Chicken fillet roll looks super. They are, Belle, they are super delicious. It's anybody who's come to visit here, when they've had one, they they just fucking love it. Like, of all this stuff, when Uni came over to visit, I was bringing her around different places and introducing her to different foods. The chicken fillet roll still to this day is something that she thinks about. It's like, has tried to recreate and can't quite get it, and just wishes she could have more of them. It's hilarious. I mean, it's straightforward, but there is something about it, yeah. Yeah, he's going to be streaming in a range later. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's no hurry. It's not going anywhere. There is an event on at the moment, but I've pretty much gotten everything that can be done in the event. But I've no problem playing some of the event as well if it's going to get faster XP or faster games more than anything, because I know there's still a lot of people hammering it, so it's taking people out of the queues for the regular games a bit. So we'll see. Yeah, we can play it by ear, but absolutely we'll get some in later. Get into the swing of things. It'll be nice to play some regular ones as well, because I've just been playing the toxic shock stuff. That gas gets on your nerves after a while. It's a good element to it, but so if you haven't played any of it, the new event Toxic Shock, basically periodically throughout the level or throughout the trial, they will pump toxic gas in, so you'll get an alarm warning to warn you gas is coming, and you have to hide. And if you don't hide, you start to take damage, and if you lose a bar of health, it's permanent for the rest of the trial. You cannot recover that health. So it gets somewhat interesting in situations where you lose a lot of health. But it's also always seems to be just as you find that item you need, just as you're about to get that thing, the gas comes and the enemies are close by, so you have to hide, wait for them to stop moving around, then you can get back to it. So some of the trials take a lot longer, some of them don't. Some of them are insanely hard. There's one that is just ridiculous because it's a much harder trial. You have one less inventory space, you don't get to see your teammates' name bars or health bars or any of that kind of thing, so you don't know where anyone is. There's less warnings, there's more enemies, your rig takes longer to recharge, there's loads of shit like that. It's an absolute clusterfuck. But it does add an element of suspense and fun to it. It's just crazy. And it takes a while to do. As in, like, I think the quickest I've seen is like 40 to 60 minutes. So yeah, it takes its time. I have made the mistake again of starting to drive without any water or anything, so I might end up making a stop off on the way. We'll see how it goes though. Excited to see the event. Nice. I have no idea what it looks like. Oh right, you haven't played it at all? Oh, of course you haven't played it at all. You only got it. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, there's some interesting elements to it. There's a lot of odd things in there and random nudity and random murdering and gore and shit like that throughout it. So that's a thing. Also, the stream is so chill. You can be playing on one screen, do your work on the other. Nice. No worries, do your thing, Bill. Take your time. Have animals in this fucking cow in their trailer. Although I guess it was going a bit slower, but it is wet roads, so you know it's not necessarily the thing where you want to be going too fast. Some people are just a bit fucking mental. Can't tell now, is that a cow or horse in the fucking back? Close enough to see properly. Oh, it's a cow. Just randomly transform the cow through now. As you do, you know. Doing 80 on 100. I get why the guy in front of me is. Then they also overtook, which is odd. Oh, don't get that. I think it's the car in front of him that's the issue, rather than anything else. I'll be curious now. No, I don't think you can see enough to be able to see that cow in the trailer. I think it's too far zoomed out on stream. Well, that plus condensation and water on the windscreen will stop it as well. You're gonna have to keep these fucking on. Slow it down. So that's about half an hour, 40 minutes. Oh, it's only about half an hour actually. Oh, it's Foxford. No, Swinford is what I was thinking. So we are another 15-20 minutes away from it. It's Swinford, and then we'll be turning off, hitting more motorway roads than a bit. I do like this village. It's a nice little area. Tends to be pretty quiet as well. Bye bye cow. Off it goes. Going at this time as well is partially to avoid traffic, but I feel like there's going to be a few people on this road. Like this guy in front seems to be intentionally driving slower than he should be. Now, not now, but when we hit the faster roads, which is a bit annoying. However, there's not much you can do. I'll just overtake them if they're going too slow. It has a Dublin reg, so he's probably going to be all the way back in the same destination, pretty much. What happens. Yeah, it's like they're capped at 80. We haven't gone faster than 80 so far. But I can't overtake yet anyway, so we'll have to wait. We will overtake once we get to a part of the road where we're allowed to do so. Fingers crossed it will be soon. With rainy days and you have the trucks that come by here, just get splattered all over your windscreen. Don't think we've any roadside statues coming up just yet. Definitely think I need to change my wipers. That's squeaking. It's unnecessary. It has been a while, so I'll have to sort that out. Stretch of that road, but on a fucking bend, I don't think so. It's too dodgy. I'm not doing that shit. Not at all. Not necessarily, but I guess by the sheer road noises and all that, it's kind of gonna be like that a bit. Hey, holding up, have a good weekend. Yeah, it was really enjoyable, man. It was very much a good time. Basically went to see the movie and had some drinks on Friday, chilled Saturday, played some games, watched some Fallout, had some drinks. Sunday, seaweed bath, then back, chill, shoot shit, food and drink, more Fallout and then movies. So yeah, overall a lot of fun. How about you? How was your weekend? What film did we see? So we went to see the premiere of Prospect House, which was the movie that was filmed in Ennisco 2 years ago. So I was over there working on it at that stage. So it finally came out. It's on a limited run in Mayo and in Dublin for this week. So they're showing it in the Savoy in Dublin and in Ballina IMC, because they didn't get distribution for some reason. Didn't get funding for distribution, so it's a limited run for the weeks, and hopefully somebody picks it up from there. Sounds like a decent time. Yeah, it was a hell of a lot of time. A hell of a good time, should I say. Quiet weekend your side. Tools and final stretches of project. Nice. Plenty of gaming. Might get back into Fallout 76. I do want to try it. I've not played it, but I do want to try it. Also finished the game already 100%. Yeah, I finished it as well. So on Saturday and then Sunday afternoon I was playing it a little on the Steam Deck, and we introduced Caustic's girlfriend to the game because he thought she might really like. She's not a gamer, she doesn't really like games, but she played a little bit and really enjoyed it, was really getting into it. So he picked it up on the Switch and gave it to her on Switch, so she was playing it as well, and the two of us finished it on Saturday or Sunday, I can't remember. Two of us finished it basically. Now I do want to go through it again and do another playthrough for achievements and stuff like that. And because it's a quick game, it was fun. I wouldn't mind doing it again anyway, just to try some different combinations of things. But yeah, it was a lot of fun and a lot quicker than I expected it to be. Which is ideal in terms of like want to properly 100% get all the achievements, all that kind of thing, because it is a quick game to play. Like I think even with some additional playback on it again, it's probably like 2 hours, 2.5 hours maybe play time on it. But I will go back and do another run through for sure. When you say 100%, does that mean you completed it, or you've done all the achievements and all that? Yeah, you plan to go through it on one of our Friday nights as well. Fantastic. It's a lot of fun. It's just fun, silly game that like anybody can enjoy. So it's a major bonus. It's a fucking ideal game club one, and it is like it plays so well on handheld, like so well. So that was telling me to take that left there as well, but I've never done that, so fuck that. Oh, you got all the achievements as well. Nice. That's for 76. Hope you enjoy it when you give it a go. Pop in for the first couple of sessions, but once you got a feel for it, happy to play Santa for you. Yeah, I mean, I think that's the appeal of it. Is that like you can, let's not try and get over here just yet. Let that fucking thing go. I think that's the appeal of Fallout 76 and why I want to try it, because it is a game you can play with other people. So we'll see what happens. It's a very complete game, you felt. Yeah, it's just silly, goofy, fun, I thought, Dublin County. And it is very easy to pick up and play in stints. And it plays, like, I'll be interested to try it out on my PC, to see how it feels on the PC as opposed to my Steam Deck, because like it was fantastic on the Steam Deck. It played so well. It really does feel like a game that should be handheld. Oh, there's the fucking Tesla again. So they went a slightly different way that did not save much time at all, and they're back right in front of me. Like your advice, go in, explore, chill, get a huge boost at the beginning, usually takes away fun. Oh yeah. This is my friend, yeah. It's the Tesla that was fucking there in front of me before. Stupid. Yeah, I definitely will. Like, that's any game like that, there is always that desire, if you experience in it, to jump in and help out and teach people how to play and give them all the good shit. But like you say, I think that'll kind of ruin the initial figuring shit out bit. I've no problem tagging in with somebody who's experiencing it, but I don't want to go too crazy on it. Hey Jordy, how you doing, man? How goes your day? We're just having a discussion about Dublin County and Fallout 76 at the same time. I ended up, I think Chris has finished Dublin County. I completed the main playthrough, but I gotta go through it again and do some achievements and stuff like that just cause I can, so why not? And I kind of want to get the experience. I've had the experience of it on Steam Deck. I want to get the experience on PC now to see how much different they are as well. Played a good chunk last night. Nice. Yeah, so while I was in Mayo, I loaded it up on my Steam Deck and showed it to Caustic, and he loved it. So he now owns the game. And then his girlfriend was over on Saturday night, so I showed her the game on Steam Deck, and she started getting into it. So he bought it on Switch so she could play it on Switch. So Sunday the two of us were playing a fair bit of it. And she's not a gamer either. That was the thing. He was delighted because she actually got into a game, and she doesn't really play games. She's not interested in games. So apparently handheld is the way to make a gamer out of a non-gamer. Yeah, you were saying to get your missus to play it as well. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, exactly. Perfect. Ideal situations. It is, I mean, I'm not going to go giving reviews just yet, but get through. It definitely fulfills those roles. Like, it's a couple of hours into it and you can clear it easily. But obviously if you're it'll take a bit longer, but if you just want to knock it out, it can be knocked out pretty quick. I think it's definitely the shortest completion game, as in finish the story, not 100%ed, I've played so far. And that's not a bad thing. Was yeah, it's on handheld, and I do suspect I'm gonna find that if then it will on mouse and keyboard, but plenty of games in the same vein as that as well. Yeah, that's the thing. So like, that's once Caustic's girlfriend was enjoying that and finished that on a Switch, he was like, right, I need to look and see what other games on Switch I can get that are like that or in that vein, so that he can get her into playing more games. Apparently the Nintendo store for Switch has a massive sale on at the moment, because Caustic was saying he went on last night and it probably 1,000 plus games on massive discounts, and he was able to pick up It Takes Two for €1 and a load of other games for like 85 cents and shit. So if anybody has a Switch and plays it, yeah, Nintendo having a sale, absolutely a rarity. But apparently the Switch store has a fuck ton of games on sale at the moment. But yeah, It Takes Two for £1. I couldn't believe that. That's crazy discounted. Oh, I'm losing my Tesla friend. Bye bye Tesla friend. But yeah, he said he picked up some kind of just like silly. So there's a game we played before. I cannot remember the name of it, but we played it on Switch. And the whole idea is you're like a moving company, and you have to take stuff out of people's houses, but you have a certain amount of objectives that you have to do during it. So one can be don't break anything, one can be don't smash their windows, one could be make sure you take a chicken in the moving van with you, all this kind of mad shit. But he said there's also it could be moving out, it might actually be called moving out. It's not unpacking, I think it is moving out, to be honest. But there's also taking stuff off of trucks and putting it into the games last night and spent about tenner. So I don't play my Switch much at all, to be quite honest, but I know a few people do. It's definitely worth people checking out the Nintendo store, because that is a fucking rarity to have sale games for Switch. I barely play. Probably won't though, but we'll see. I think the fact that I have the Steam Deck now as well, kind of played probably a year, I'd say. But ah well. discounted sale rather than 20p off. Yeah. Well, that's, he said there was quite a few games with 95% discount on them, which is just crazy. Need some air on that windscreen. Showing Caustic that sequence in Alan Wake. I replayed from one of your streams, Jordy, where he goes through the singing part, goes through the song. He was rather impressed with it, and it was just fun watching you enjoy it again for the first time. Especially because I think you had the exact same reaction I did when I saw it, that where it's just like, holy shit, this is so well done. Like, not being able to spot the loop in the audio and the cut in them because the way they progressed it was just fucking beautiful. Wish it wasn't so difficult though. Yeah, that very end part when all the fucking shadows start coming in is a bit mental. We are officially in Roscommon. We have left Mayo now. It is on my list for sure now. I have to get through some other games before I start playing it. Or before I even consider buying it, to be quite honest, because I won't have time to play it. Ever visit? Do you mean Rosslare? Rose Rare? What's wrong with you, Chris? What's wrong with me? Feel like I'm overdoing puns, farts too much. Roscommon versus Rosslare. Oh, right. Oh my god. Yeah, okay. What threw me there was because I thought maybe you were talking about Rosslare. Like, did you just typo? I didn't cop the common versus rare. I like it. Well done, well done. I'll give you points for that. I keep missing, in fairness, it's a combination of, in this situation, it was too close to Rosslare. But Snowy keeps doing things like that as well, where he'll say something very clever or a very clever pun, and it just goes over my head for a moment, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then I realise, I'm like, oh my god, I'm an idiot. My brain is mentally fried, so that's my excuse. And it's two trucks that have flashed their lights to indicate. Usually that means there's going to be a speed van up ahead. Unlucky, plus you usually make tons of spelling mistakes. I wouldn't say you usually make tons of spelling mistakes. Just one of those things. Oh, they don't want to be caught by the guards. They're stopping. Stick to the limit and there won't be a problem. That is precisely what I'm going to do. There is a lad behind me with a horse box. stay behind me with his horse box. That is weird. That Jeep back there was parked up on the side of the road with a sticker on its window, as if it was given a parking sticker for parking there. That's like, I wonder how long that's been there. Randomly abandoned vehicles. Today, Chris? If so, how's she going? Hopefully chill. Yet another beautiful sunny day in the west, as you can see, you know. Shit. Oh, shit. Quite a sec, just a bunch of mouse wiggling. Hey, look, it could be worse. It could be mental busy. Mouse wiggling and gaming, hopefully. Or map painting, maybe. I noticed that Sean is back. Is he back for long, do you know, or is it a flying visit? Didn't realise he was coming back over. Map painting his game. Yes, I know that it is, but you know what I mean. It's not a... guess it's, well, I don't know if it is as active in terms of it, or if you can kind of take small breaks in between, or be AFK for a little bit and then not affect the game. I've not played it. Didn't catch the full story. Alright. Passport, then jump somewhere in the EU, then back to Volcano Island. Alright. I guess work is probably sending them somewhere for shit. Back to Volcano Island, I like it. What do you think you'll be around until the 10th? Right. So not much longer. Weather's a lot different from Friday. Yep, absolutely it is. It's a hell of a difference depending, like, at least this is consistent rain, so the wipers aren't too bad because of that. But I mean, it was like this yesterday. Like yesterday when we went to the seaweed baths, it was grey skies overhead and it was looking like it was going to rain, and it started to drizzle a little bit. Then while we were in, like while I was in my room in the bath and chilling, I could hear like hailstones and heavy rain hit the windows. When I got out and was done with the session, the guy there was asking me if I heard thunder. I was like, no, so I probably had my head under the water at that stage. But yeah, there was a bit of a thunderstorm and the fucking heavens opened up, hailstones and really heavy rain. And just as we finished and we're getting ready to leave, this stopped again. So it's great. We missed it nicely. You can't hear grey skies and not think of aliens. Well, you know, they're up there. Stop yawning like the Greys. Oh, right. He's watching, he's judging. Anthony tried to find some conspiracy vids on them on Saturday. No luck though. I mean, it is interesting sometimes to find some of the like alien conspiracy theories or just conspiracy shit that people come out with. There's some mental ones out there. It is kind of crazy. It's crazy some of the shit people believe, and half the time it's more like the leap that they take to believe that. It's like, oh, well, that thing happened here, so that must mean this. I'm like, does it though? You are definitely taking a bit of a leap there to find, I guess with most conspiracy theories, it's like there's scientific. From the late 90s, early 2000s were so good. Although the experience people really had for them to believe they've been abducted, yeah, that would be interesting. Find out what actually got kidnapped and the kidney taken from the drug cartel. Yeah, I'd say it would be something like that as well. It's like they're just so fucking drugged up out of their mind on like horse tranquilizers or some shit like that. And I was like, oh, they just had some fucking lad with a dodgy head, and they saw him, and I was like, oh, they're all big-headed, weird, malformed. They're like, nah, that guy's just got a massive head on him. He's got the one cartel member with the big head, and thus began the legend of the big-headed aliens. Did you see it? Meme inspired the hunt. Yeah. Did you see? It's me pointing at everything, looking directly into the camera. Just like your regular streams. Well, yeah. Point directly at everything. Oh, I haven't seen the attempt, the door attempt in a little bit, Jordy. How's that been going? You just got to creepy abandoned houses. Hello, Abdul. How are you doing? I don't know where there are any creepy abandoned houses. I mean, there'd definitely be some around here for sure. But I'm just driving through on the way home, basically. It's not a bad idea. Do an IRL stream of some time in an abandoned fucking house. Have some weird stuff going down. Interesting for sure. But it'd be finding a creepy abandoned house where there's signal. That might be the issue. Hellfire Club stream. Yeah, can you get proper signal Hellfire Club? That'd be fun to do, maybe, yeah. Fine, thanks, on you? Good. Yeah, doing well. Had a fun weekend with friends, and I am driving back home to the other side of the country. You'd be happy to drag along. Have you heard, Chris, that the chance is set to insane. Oh yeah, I know it is insanely low, but it'll eventually have to happen. Apparently, I only heard recently about Hellfire Club that they're doing some kind of development there, and they're going to be essentially making it a full-on tourist attraction where you're going to have to pay to go in and go up and see the Hellfire Club, which is fucking insane. Haven't been in years. It's close enough, I reckon. Yeah, I would think we would have a signal up there. I know I've been up there and had phone signal. I've definitely had a data signal up there, but I've never tried or thought about trying to stream from there. Yeah, there's a massive petition going against it and lots of protests about it. Like, it's fucked to think something that's so prevalent in the history and in the lore of the area that they're now going to try and turn it into a tourist spot, especially for people who live nearby, who've always gone up there as a place to chill. So it is fucking gorgeous up there. It's horrendous when you feel that something's happening all over the EU to boost tourism. Ah, well, it shouldn't be that, though. It definitely shouldn't be that. You know, in Poland, near where Tula's family lives, there's an old ruined castle which is getting rebuilt. Oh, they're doing the same kind of thing there. Yeah, but I mean, fucking Hellfire Club, the amount of lore and stories behind that. I get it's good for tourism, but it shouldn't, like, just put the money into making an attraction. Don't start putting barricades and barriers to try and fucking charge people to go up and see it. People who make it a regular thing, like, kind of cool actually. Just drive around the area, you get to see this sticking out from Cliffside Forest, a huge tower. There you go. It's just a hunting lodge. Now, it wasn't just a hunting lodge. No, it was a hunting lodge. Technically, that's why it was there, but it was also for like parties and debauchery and fucking the whole religious cult shit that went on around it, or the rumored cult. And then there's obviously the stories about how the devil turned up at the Hellfire Club and all that kind of shit. Oh, it's a yeah, that's probably easier. Well done, Chris. Yeah, it's a really old ruin at this stage, but there's a ton of lore around the area and a ton of kind of ghost stories almost about what happened. And the stories say that it was just like a hunting lodge put up at the top of this hill for this kind of eccentric lad way back when. But they used to have kind of like orgies and fucking cult activity there, and there was some kind of sacrifices supposed to have happened. And then one of the rumors is that the devil showed his face at the Hellfire Club and all this kind of shit. There's a load of stories and lore around it. The Stranger Things reference this? No, I don't think so. Funnily enough, devil showed up for a card game. That's what it was. Yeah. I don't think they realised that the Hellfire Club is an actual thing. I think they just picked... I don't think the Stranger Things has anything to do with it. But maybe it does. I've never looked into it, to be honest. Could be just a coincidence around them, and it has all the different sections, and you can still walk up the stairs to get to the upper area, and you can see like view for miles. It is an incredible view from up there, and there's a bit of a vibe there for sure, but that's probably just because it's a fucking ruin and it's remnants of bits stood everywhere. It's a really nice hike up to it, a really nice area. I haven't been in years now, but there is also a forest just down from there where there's this gap in the forest, and it's like there's a forest within the forest. So the trees on the inside haven't seen light properly forever, so they're all brown constantly, and there's like pine needles covering the floor. So you're walking through this really weird, almost supernatural looking part of a forest, because everything is green around, and you just get this little tunnel corridor type area of dead brown trees because they're not getting enough light. It's fucking cool. I just inspired you. How so, Chris? You gonna take a trip up now? Well, not now. Yeah, that I actually have photos of that area on my phone from years back. I'll have to, if I think of it later, I'll post them on Discord. Oh, you'll post the big in Discord later. There you go. So if Chris has them, he can post it as well. Oh, you're gonna do something for it? Ah, right. But yeah, I'll share the forest area I'm talking about. I definitely have photos of that because I just love how cool it is. Because it really is like a kind of semi-hidden entrance to it, because some of the trees normally just block it, and then if you look through, you just see this corridor of brown, and it's just the inner part of the forest isn't getting enough sunlight, so all the leaves are brown, and the floor is covered in pine needles and shit. It's cool. Oh, it's a tractor. That's what's causing this. Fair play to you, Val. Fair play to you. You need to prepare it. I'll be interested to see what you do, Chris. I guess this is going to be a Stranger Things Hellfire Club inspired Hellfire Club. Combine the two in some manner, some fashion. Are we going to have a repeat of the Kill Billiam? £200 shit or £300 shit? Oh, that feels great. Some more to come with that too. Nice. I love it. Yeah, I was obviously in Mayo on Saturday, so I wasn't able to catch as much of Chelsea's stream. I woke up and was watching for a little bit, and then I had to go over to the Caustics and start sorting shit. I do love all the mad memey shit that comes out of just the random throwaway comments from those streams as well. Or the theme, like Chelsea will just start doing a thing and then it just runs into a beam. They're great. It's a lot of fun. It's funny because we were talking about Fallout. She really is a meme machine, absolutely. We were talking about Fallout the other night because we were watching on Saturday night. Myself, Caustic, and his girlfriend were watching some Fallout. I've watched it already, but I enjoyed it enough that I wanted to watch them again. But most of his experience, because he's never played the games, most of his experience of Fallout lore and of Fallout was from watching Chelsea play Fallout 3. So he got some of the stuff because he'd seen it in our playthroughs, which I thought was quite cool. There was some questions. Obviously his girlfriend had never played the games, didn't even know anything about the games, so there was a few questions at points of like, is this, is that, what's the story this? I'm like, yeah, I don't want to tell you too much, but I will tell you in terms of what, if you had played the games, you would know about this, that and the other, but I'm not going to tell you what's gonna happen or what potentially could or any of that shit, so I didn't want to give spoilers. Obviously silly little things about, like, obviously the nods being they use all the music in it, and then you'll see when you see ghoul for the first time, you get what a ghoul is because you've experienced it, and the nod by using rad roaches and shit like that as well, and knowing more in-depth detail about the Brotherhood of Steel and all that kind of shit. And just the way vaults are arranged and the shit that goes down in different vaults at different times, that I won't get into any more than saying that, because some people can be watching the show and I don't want to say anything that could potentially cause spoilers. Not that I don't think I could, talking about the game, but you know, still. But I have found myself wanting to play. I think that's why I'm definitely gonna give 76 a shot to see how that goes. My dad really enjoyed it. He knows nothing about the games. Yeah, that's the thing, because the amount of people who were saying, "Oh, but if you don't play the games, you like, it doesn't make sense that it's the 1950s, but they've got advanced tech." I'm like, I mean, it really does, because it's very much there, it's very much prevalent. It's just, this is the society, this is what they have. There's no weirdness. They don't suddenly have advanced tech, it's just there. So, you know, it's very clear what it is. We're on the last season of Gilmore Girls. Fallout's next on the list. I think you'll really enjoy it, Chris. Yeah, some people do expect blunt storytelling. Absolutely, for me, Fallout is probably one of the best examples of a game to TV show I've seen. In that, there's no, certainly in my point of view, and certainly from having spoken to people who never played the games, there's no knowledge required to enjoy the show. They do not tailor it to people who know about Fallout, but there's also plenty of little added elements that make sense in the sense of the story, but are clearly there for people who played the games, where they'll give little nods here and there to it, and they'll add in little bits and pieces so you'll pick up on them. So it's quite nice that they've done bits like that as well. So regardless of whether you've played the games or you haven't, you're going to enjoy the show. But if you have, then you're going to get that little bit of an extra reference to what you're looking at. Oh yeah, absolutely. It's 100% the best way to produce those kind of shows. It's crazy to ever come at something like that with an expected knowledge, like, because then you absolutely just destroy the possibility of anybody who's a non-gamer from enjoying it. Where they really haven't. And it is one of those shows where, like, there's so much hype around it that I kind of expected it to be a disappointment. But even with the hype, it stood up to it and it met the match. Like, it's just a really good fucking show, man. Giving general ideas, lore, and then some treats for fun. Yeah, exactly, that's it. Like, they tell you, you don't see something and it doesn't tell you. It explains what it is in the show to a certain degree. Just if you're a fan of the games and you've played them, you will have a more in-depth knowledge of what that actually is. you don't need to know the entire background behind it. You just need to know, oh, okay, so ghouls exist and they're a thing, and they use this chemical to stop them doing this thing, and you know, that's about as far as the show goes with it. But if you play the games, you already know most of that anyway, and then some. So you know, it's grand, and it touches on a lot of different factions, and then doesn't touch on, so far, I mean, I don't know if they're planning to do a second season or what the story is, but I haven't looked at any of that. In which case, if they do, they could definitely push deeper into the lore and go into the whole fucking enclave and multiple factions of the Brotherhood and all that kind of shit, depending on what way they approach it. Or some of the smaller factions you encounter from... What is this dickhead doing? Okay, they're indicating the whole time. Oh, season 2 has been confirmed. Beautiful. I'm glad to hear that. I would have been surprised at how well it done. I would have been very surprised if they didn't. But I mean, there's been plenty of shows that I have thought were phenomenal that didn't make it past the season 1. Fingers crossed you'll get some investors interested in something like New Vegas too. Yeah, you never know, there could be. I mean, I don't know how much they're doing in terms of dev for 76 or updates to 76. I've not heard of anything in terms of like a New Vegas 2 or a Fallout 5 or anything like that coming, but you never know. Stop Bethesda not be able to make any improvements or new creative Fallout RPGs. What makes you say that? The Elder Scrolls at the moment. Yeah, I would assume that's their main focus currently. I just really hope that lives up to all the other ones. Elder Scrolls. I still remember how hyped I was about Elder Scrolls 3. Fallout 76, you would say, is an exception, but you feel like the case. It's not the lead teams working on it. More ambitious people trying to get themselves seen. Right. Current version of maintenance guys. Ah, right. Yeah, well, like Jordy's saying, they probably have the lead team focusing on Elder Scrolls right now. That's got to be getting close. I haven't looked up any information on if there has been any further information on it. Actually, I must look that up later. Remind myself to see if there's any further release information. Put money on them, make the more simplified than Starfield. Yeah, well, I mean, Starfield was an exceptional flop. I had so much hope when I saw what they were talking about doing in Starfield. But when I saw what actually resulted shots in the middle of planets and all that kind of crap, and then their justification being, well, in the solar system you would have plenty of empty planets in such a galaxy and all this kind of bollocks. That was just, no, stop trying to go over the top and go back to making a really fucking good game. Like for Elder Scrolls, when it comes to storytelling, quest design, such a big evolution as time goes on. Yeah. Just fucking do what you do well, or certainly what they done well in the past. Go fucking deep on the story, deep on the lore. Just enjoy telling a really good story and stop trying to add all the bells and whistles to a game that doesn't need them. Like, do your good systems. Don't fucking try and expand it to be, this is the biggest thing and the most open world of open worlds. Nobody gives a fuck. Just put plenty of quests, plenty of lore, plenty of action. Same with dungeons. Don't go to teen tons. So bored in Skyrim. Yeah. Thing in terms of the sheer amount of choice, the sheer amount of ways you can play that game, the fact that like you can divert your path so drastically in both, don't not have killed them or may not have accepted them on your journey, or your actions in X part have caused an impossibility in this part, or if you have saved somebody in the fourth act, well then maybe you'll see something in Act 3 to do with that particular person. I know of all this shit, that's not spoiling anything, but I do know they have lots of that shit in there. Some of that I experienced, some of it I didn't, but I know there is the possibility that if you don't, like there's even some fights you can avoid because you had the right person in your party, and if you don't happen to have that person in your party, then you get into a fight. It's just shit like that, taking into consideration the makeup of your party and who you do and don't have in camp, and what you did and didn't do to push the narrative so drastically different. It's great. And it is something I do think a lot of other companies need to look at. There's a reason that everybody fell in love with that game. There's a reason it's done so fucking well and has such a fandom to it. Like the whole dungeon, or the whole D&D side of it, I thought was gonna not put me off, but like I don't play D&D, so I don't really know a lot about it, and I really didn't know. And if nothing else, it'll actually teach you plenty about the way D&D works, because you start to learn about rolling with initiative or rolling with advantage or disadvantage, or fucking all these kind of little things that you could, if you went and played that game and then somebody went to want to play some D&D, it would make sense a lot quicker if you'd never done it, because you'd played that game. I think your decision making does matter. Exactly. Main thing I took from D&D was the freedom, to be honest. Yeah, like you can do what you want to do. If you decide you want to try and fucking set that guy over there on fire, well, go cast fireball on him and see what happens. If you roll right and it's successful, well, you just set that cunt on fire. Now let's see what happens as a result of it. Oh, well, look, the whole village is after you now because you've done that. You know, just it is exactly the freedom to do whatever the fuck you want to do. Take whatever you want to take, attack whatever you want to attack, or don't. One in the Bavarian gameplay. Yeah. I love that that meme that was doing the rounds about like one in, I think it was like one in the Bavarian, where the whole thing of one of us always tells a lie, one of us tells the truth, and the wizard is trying to solve the puzzle and he just chops him down and kills him and then asks him, is he dead? It's fucking great. Yeah. Yeah, it's brilliant. Is he dead? No, this one lies. Surprising, also your favourite Souls-like build. Nice. Hello from County Westmeath. Hello, Dirty Fishing. How are you? How goes it? We will be driving through County Westmeath shortly. So good. Excellent. Glad to hear it. So good weekend was had then, and a good Monday's been had so far. Enjoying the lovely weather, I hope. Oh, you're from Kilbeggan? Ah, nice. Well, I can't go yet because this prick decided, oh come on lads, you're fucking having a laugh here. Dickheads. I haven't been to Kilbeggan, but I always want to go, especially to go visit the distillery. I'll get there one of these days. You are thinking of the right place, Chris. Yeah, Kilbeggan has a nice whiskey distillery. Or should I say produces nice whiskey. I haven't been to the distillery to know if it is good or not. But they definitely have some good whiskey. Yeah, Kilbeggan it's never a disappointment. It's always a nice whiskey, and it's at I'd say it's a mid-range price point for whiskey on some of their ranges, but it's very good value for what you get, and it's a very tasty whiskey. I remember the first time I had Kilbeggan actually was just a random Paddy's Day. I decided to go out and buy a new bottle of whiskey. Like fuck it, I'm getting something today, and they had a Kilbeggan gift pack with a really nice glass, and I am not ashamed to say that's what made me decide to buy Kilbeggan, because I didn't know anything about it, but I was like, wow, that set looks lovely, it's such a nice glass, I'm buying that one. And I was pleasantly surprised at nice whiskey as well. So that worked out well. He gifted it to two of his parents a few times. Ah, nice. Yeah, they do, like, even the presentation of a basic bottle of Kilbeggan, the bottles are really nice. It does look really nice. It's kind of a good bottle to gift, alright. IRL type stream. Oh, let's slow it right down here. Do you do anything IRL in terms of streaming, Dirty Fishing, or you just browsing and came across and decided to pop in? I'm just thinking from your name, maybe you do some kind of fishing stuff, but you know, I could be way off. Statue symbol for him as well. Proper Irish whiskey in the mind. Yeah, absolutely. kilometers. Well, not quite. I'm not going to the city centre, so we don't have the whole way to go. We've still got a bit of time though. Less than an hour though. You'd want to be going some insane speed. Not advocating for it. Yeah, I get what you're saying. You're not telling me to do it, you're just stating an objective fact that if I drove above the speed limit at a specific speed, the journey could be cut down that much. I would be interested to know what that speed would be, considering I think I've got about another... what time are we at now? Yeah, I got about another hour and a half, I think. Maybe a little over an hour and a half left before I'm home. In and around that range anyway. I don't know how to drive, but I'll probably aim for around 200 kilometers. Yeah, good luck with that. I'm pretty sure I could not get 200 kilometers out of this car. I mean, certainly the speedometer goes up to 240, but I've never driven at that, and I don't think I could if I wanted to. It's a 1.4 litre engine. I am not getting that out of this. I think the most I've seen in it, well, clearly, and obviously, the most I've ever driven this at is 120 kilometers, because that is the speed limit. So, you know, I've only ever seen that. Of course, I've never gone above 120, because that would mean I was speeding. And we don't do that, you know, so obviously, you know. I'm no speed demon. I do remember, we never do crime, kids, yeah. I do remember a particular friend of ours saying that he had driven his car at almost 200, probably about 200 kilometers or something close to that, and got caught doing that. And yeah, needless to say, that did not go well for him on his insurance. You hear the wink, you think? I know it's not majority. I've never in my life gone more than 120 on the roads, because, you know, it's not possible. Speeds over that don't exist. I've definitely never hit 160. Absolutely not. Would not even be possible. Definitely doesn't exist. Yep. If I'd have flipped this car on the autobahn at 180 kilometers just before you were born, fucking hell. Yeah, I've seen some insane videos on the autobahn, especially like people in souped up super sports cars and driving at like 240 kilometers, and there's a van behind them flashing the lights to tell them to get out of the fucking way because they want to overtake, because somebody's just put an insane engine into their like high-ace kind of van. Some of the stuff people do with stuff like that is fucking mental. You just get a big dump, just you fired and directly afterwards started dreaming of a new sports car. You would have surprised them with the news of you on the way. You got the family card instead. Right, well that's good. You're now in Longford, just so you're aware. That is fucking hilarious though. Like, oh yeah, flip my car at 180. Think I'll get a sports car. Like, by the way, I'm pregnant. Family car it is. Shortford near. Funnily enough, it's further than you would think. It's a long distance away, it's Shortford. So when I say we're in Westmeath, you're going to ask me about Eastmeath? Got you, good. We are starting to lose signal, so it's going to get a bit choppy if it hasn't already. You've missed those grey skies. I will be driving basically directly to the supermarket this time as well, because I didn't do any food shopping on the way last week, because obviously I was leaving Friday, so just made sure I had enough food to deal with Friday. But my fridge will be fucking empty now, so I had to stick some food in there so it builds for tomorrow and stuff. So it'll be directly supermarket. Grey, so the aliens can be camouflaged and steal our Wi-Fi signals up in the sky. Yeah, that's it. It's basically, the thing is, it's not grey clouds. It's just one big giant alien covering the surface, so it looks like they're grey clouds, but really it's just that alien skin. It's got that kind of vibe. It's just that patchy grey, you know. But that's not rain. No, he's just having a piss. Just so happens he's overhydrated, so it's clear. Thankfully. These are all the theories of sane men. The grey clouds are really aliens pissing down on us. You can't see. Yeah, he's breaking the seal. That's why he keeps it going intermittent. Like, oh, the rain's gone for a while. He just broke the seal. Now he's 8 cans deep. He needs to go again, and put another 5 in, and yeah, he's like a racehorse now. That's what it's all about. Let's not do that, please. Overtaking a fucking lorry so we can drive onto my side of the road. That's what you want to see in the rain. Fucking Jeep barreling towards you on the wrong side of the road. Fantastic. Walking these roads in this weather. It's disastrous. Oh look, Chris, we're going to Shortford now. We're nearly there. Not even nice bit of sunshine in Clontarf at the moment. Fucking delight for you. Absolutely delight for you. Well, keep the rain, thanks. Oh, another flash of the lights. So maybe I won't be overtaking anybody here. Speed truck or radar gun, one or the other. Although that could have also just been a hello to one of the other truckers. Hard to say for sure. I know there was a lot of flashing on Friday because there was a speed van around. Yeah, absolutely. Weekends and bank holidays, especially the bank holiday weekend. So next weekend will be particularly busy, I'd imagine. I absolutely forgot that next Sunday I'm going to see Tenacious D with Caustic. It was only last night we were talking about, because obviously I was heading home today. Like, we'll have to make sure it's not as long. And sure, I'll be there next week anyway. Kind of like, what do you mean? What has you in Dublin next week? He just looked at me like, Tenacious D. Like, oh fuck. I forgot that's on next weekend. One band I have never seen before, so I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, they're playing in the O2 or the Tree Arena or whatever the fuck they call it now. Tickets sold pretty fucking quickly. I think we only managed to get seated tickets. I don't think we could get standing, but still get to see them. Yeah, I only found out about that as well. There's a mate of mine posted a photo of him at Blind Guardian, and I was like, get fucked. I didn't even know they were playing. I'm so out of the loop on some bands' tour announcements. I need to sort that out, because I keep missing gigs for bands I'd really like to see. You prefer oh, Jesus, excuse me. You prefer seated? I not been to many gigs where I was seated, to be honest. I'm usually standing. I don't really do seated gigs. Well, this time there's not really a choice in that, because yeah, as I said, they didn't have any standing tickets left, so we got what we could get. I'm just happy to have a fucking ticket. Missing Blind Guardian actually sucks. The last time I saw them, they were incredible. Great show people and interact so well with the crowd. Yeah, I have a few bands like that they're well known, but they're not as like internationally mental where everybody knows who the fuck they are. That I've seen that played not too long ago, that I'd be like, fuck it, I'd like to go see them. Like I even saw your man Mark Ribier, who does all his meme looped station songs that are funny and sound bites all over the place, and he's been doing some great collabs and stuff. Guy is just fucking brilliant, some of the shit he comes out with. But he's doing a world tour soon, and I was like, well, he's not going to be in Ireland. And then I saw he's in fucking Wicklow, of all places. I was like, wait, what? He's playing in fucking Wicklow. What the fuck is that? And I looked, and there's some like performing arts type festival, and I never heard of. That's a 3-day thing that he's going to be one of the performers at that. I was like, right, I'm not a chance in hell I'm doing that. For one, it's 240 quid plus for a ticket, and I think that's without camping or any of that, and I don't have any interest in seeing anyone else there. I will have to get on. I'm almost positive what part of it is to post a lot on Facebook about this kind of shit, but pretty much I rarely ever check it, and I'm rarely ever on it, so I need to start looking to see if they have like fucking another social media, or even go as far as like some kind of newsletter type situation where I can sign up to get emailed about fucking some of the gigs coming, so I get notified at least. DME have a Discord. gigs lately, so yeah, I need to pull the finger out and sort that for sure. Getting a group of people to go back to vacing at some stage would probably be nigh on impossible. Everybody having kids and shit these days. I think it'd be a bit of fucking crack for sure to get another event like that in. And just, yeah, enjoy the mentalness and the funness of it. Heading to Castle Party this year. What's Castle Party? Heard of it. That's the other thing as well. There's like other massive festivals all over that could be investigated and gone to, but it's not me looking at anything like that in forever. Alright. Held in a small village in Poland. People rent houses more than camp. Oh, really? Oh, shit. That sounds interesting. Rent houses more. See, I think there'd be something. Camping's an option, but you're staying in a gaff. I think for something, a big festival like that, especially if it's the right vibe and the right crowd, renting out a gaff, I feel personally would be a bit of a loss potentially. The whole town's economy is basically held up by this festival. So yeah, so it is like vacing them basically. Because there's a certain beauty in like walking through the campgrounds of Vakin and everybody interacting with everybody else and just like fucking screaming at each other and having a good time and just popping by other people's campsites to say hello or have a drink or like that kind of shit you're not going to get really if you're in a gaff. You know, kind of somebody walking in knocking on your door, how's it going, fancy a drink? Maybe that's not the vibe, so I don't know. I love how this dickhead pulls in front of me and then just slows down. For like 1 week per year the whole place gets taken off by gods. Yes, but that's what's happening all over the village. Right. That's hilarious. So everybody in the village just gives up their gaffs, rents them out for the week and fucks off somewhere. I mean, that's a vibe. I'd say that'd be less for I mean, like Vakin makes a lot of money. The people of Vakin certainly make a lot of money by the fact that they all have shops set up in their houses and sell fucking anything and everything you can think of. The kids get involved with their carts to carry the beer back to your fucking campsite and all that kind of shit. Or they move into their main house. Right, so it'll be like an extension or a secondary partial place that they have. You're renting out their shed kind of thing. Hey Faye, how you doing? How goes your day? That'd be interesting to see though, Chris. I'd say, have you gone there before or will this be your first one? okay. Glad to hear it. Yeah, I'm not too bad, not too bad. Fun weekend was had. Obviously driving home now. I took the day off work, so I didn't have to be in any kind of hurry. So I could just drive home whenever I kind of woke up. Pop some pics in Discord. Nice, excellent, do that. You were there 2 years ago, right. So yeah, so it's just gonna get myself home, stop off on the way home, pick up some food, so nothing in the house, and then yeah, have a bit of a chill evening, play some games. How's Baldur's Gate going for you, Faye? Without spoilers for anybody who hasn't played yet. How's that story progressing with that character for you? Also, one of your favourite aspects of it, it's got the fashion show. Everyone dresses up. There's random photographers elsewhere, everywhere. Oh, is this? I think I remember you posting a photo of you and Tula at some festival in Poland, where some photographer took a picture of you on the street with a backdrop of the castle, and then there was some kind of editing done to it to make it look extra kind of dark and put a vibe on it. Is this the same festival? That's it. Right. Now I do remember you talking about it. It's just when you said that photographer thing, I was like, shit, yeah. I remember you posting photos of this and talking about, like, it's like a village takeover. Yeah. The Fallout one, exactly, yeah. We are now entering County Westmeath. Not Eastmeath, no, Chris. West. Yeah, Fallout one. I forgot it was a Fallout one. I do remember it being like filtered and edited to give that vibe to it. Now I'm remembering it more. Yeah, because you were using that as your display pic on Discord for a while as well, weren't you? If memory serves. That's cool though that you get to go there again and enjoy that. I'd say it's a vibe for sure. I mean, I know I dress all black, but I don't think I'd be goth enough for that kind of shit. These small little areas when you're going through, it's like just nice coloured housing, small cozy looking places. Not too gothic but have to take part. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's part and parcel. Said, thanks to YouTube suggestions back in 2010s, you are familiar with a lot of it. Nice. Yeah, that's handy if you already have some kind of level of knowledge of what to expect and musically what to expect, and if you like it even better. It was funny, I introduced Caustic to Medieval Lo-Fi on Friday night. Was it Friday night or something? No, sorry, Saturday afternoon. Yeah, Saturday evening, I'd say. We were just shooting the shit, and he was showing me a thing from work that, well, not a thing from work, but he's talking about some AI stuff that he's discovered to help make music based on prompts and shit like that. There was some interesting stuff on there. And then I was showing him medieval lo-fi and some other bits and pieces like that, which was funny because then Sunday he's in the kitchen making some dinner, and I just heard his echo playing something. I'm like, "Are you listening to me? Medieval lo-fi?" It's like, "Yep, there we go. We got him hooked." There's a lot of vans and trucks flashing lights today, which is usually the sign of there's a speed trap up ahead, which I don't really have to worry too much about because I don't speed. The only things I have to be careful of is that I'm slowing down enough as we hit these areas, because obviously it goes from 100 to 60 and then down to 50, so it's fucking half your speed in the space of 20 seconds kind of thing. You gotta be careful with that shit. It's good. Have any of you seen the fucking viral videos around the hydrogen water bottle? I think it's like a TikTok phenomenon, and some of the absolute tripe that's being spoken about it. It's fucking hilarious. It's cringeworthy, and it's like despairing for humanity in the stupidness of it. But people pushing these water bottles that you can get that puts hydrogen in your water because your water doesn't have hydrogen in it. Like, what, that H2O doesn't have hydrogen? And then somebody claimed that the bubbles in the water as the alive water, I don't know if that's what they're called, but there was one that they're just calling it the hydrogen water bottle. But there was one woman who was like, "Oh, so I put this water in and it's got no hydrogen in it, and then you press this button and you'll see these bubbles forming in the water. It's adding hydrogen from it. It's adding hydrogen to it now." And people are like, "Where's it getting the hydrogen from? What part of that bottle has hydrogen that it's putting it in there? Like, what the fuck? How are you doing that? Explain." And then later on in another video, she's like, "Well, I misspoke when I said it was adding the hydrogen. I didn't mean it like that. I think what's actually happening is it's splitting the hydrogen and oxygen atoms and then reforming them instantly to refresh the hydrogen in the water so it's fresher." I'm like, what the fuck? You're splitting molecules in a swirling water bottle that instantly split. I was like, oh yeah, who needs centrifuges or fucking colliders or any of that shit? You got your hydrogen bottle. Dude, will you fucking pick up if you're picking up? That spinning in a bottle that you bought for $30 is really gonna do the job. some wanky shit, and it makes me despair for the human race that there's so many people out there that believe that wanky shit. And they push this so hard, and so many people buy it. And there's people who call themselves doctors and then talk about this and throw in some wanky sounding scientific words that are not scientific in any way, shape or form. And talk about ionization of this and that and the other, because they know most of the public will not have a clue what the fuck they're talking about. And it just sounds good, so people start buying their bollocks. It's weird. It's just so fucking weird. It's always the people with the affiliate links to these supplements or these products that talk about how amazing they are. Like, oh my god, this is the best thing ever. Oh, also I happen to be selling it. That's not why it's the best thing ever though. Like, yeah, sure it's not. Gone from a generation of citing Wikipedia as your point of information and your reference point to it then became I read it on Facebook, and now it's oh yeah, it must be true because I saw a TikTok. Like, oh my god, like could you have Google. They're not trained in anything of the sort to be able to actually confidently tell you this thing can benefit you in any way, shape or form. But they have enough of a following that some people will just fucking listen. You know, oh well, I mean, they've 1 million followers, they must know what they're talking about. Like, yeah, that's not how it works for sure. Google has kind of ruined the internet. I would beg to differ on that one. I don't think it's ruined the internet. I think it's just given the ability to get misinformation much easier if people don't know how to use it correctly. And there's too many people out there who don't know how to use it correctly. Yeah, I mean, they're to an extent, but that's why other search engines exist, and that's why Google dorking is a thing, so you can get specific in what you want. Same sentiment. Yeah, I get what you're saying. It's a bombardment of misinformation and false bullshit out there that it makes it harder to find the truth, but it doesn't take a genius to figure out how to. Like, the thing is, and it's been found that I've seen a few videos on stuff like this from various places where people will go and look at the references that people cite in their videos where they're claiming, oh yeah, we've got like 50 studies on this, or there's this many studies on this, and some of them will actually cite the sources of those studies, and those studies have absolutely nothing to do with what they're saying it does. But the problem is most people won't bother to check that, and they know that. They know most people won't actually click those links or won't actually go to those sites and look up those studies to see if that's true. They'll just assume they must be telling the truth because they're giving receipts, you know? Like, well, they're not though. If you check them, they're fucking wrong. But such is the way. The wonders of the internet, the internet age. Plenty of people can give you the wrong information and sell you snake oil. And if you're susceptible to it, then that's what's going to happen, unfortunately. hotter. So I'm getting closer to being back in Dublin, where apparently we have some sun. For now at least, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't mind it anyway, one way or another. It's all the same to me. If it's sunny or not, I'm not going to be out and about today in it anyway. We'll be doing whatever we have to do and then just chill for the fucking evening. Play some games. Guess about last in later, I think. How are you doing, dude? How's your day going? Hopefully it's been a good one so far. Almost over the flu. Glad to hear that, man. So lots of relaxation and recovery, or did you go into work today like a lunatic? I'm hoping lots of relaxation and recovery. Saw you missed Friday's stream. Nice to catch the tail end of this one. Yeah, all good, dude. Like driving, so I wasn't even planning to stream today. I just got into the car and thought, you know what, fuck it, I'll stream the drive back. Why not? Walk today, fresh air was good for the lungs. Ah, good. Glad to hear it. If it helped, it's worth doing. It's only if it doesn't help that there's an issue there. Start to pick up speed. Had a good weekend? Yes, I most certainly did. So we went to see the movie Friday, went to the pub after, had some drinks, had some chats with some of the people who worked on it as well, caught up with them a bit. Saturday was more of a kind of chill day, just sleep in a bit, went over, hung out with John, played some games, got him into Helldivers, so we have Caustic playing some Helldivers now. Then Caustic's girlfriend came over Saturday night, we all had some drinks and watched some Fallout. Sunday went to the seaweed baths, came back, watched Fallout, watched the movie, had drinks. And today I just got up a little later, had some breakfast, hit the roads. So fun-packed weekend was had. Was most certainly enjoyed. Caustic watching a trailer last night as well, which I think you might regret it. So we watched Doctor Sleep, which is basically the follow up to The Shining. And yeah, the thriller aspect and the building tension aspect of it fucked with him a bit. There's funny moments with that, stuff like that, but also I felt bad for the poor cunt. They're like sucking up the shine of the kids who have it. One can't always stop watching, that's very true. He did not though. Yeah, I liked it. I'm pretty sure I'd seen it before. Because I remembered a lot of what was happening in it. But it had been a while, so I didn't remember everything, so I was quite happy to watch it again. I did enjoy it. Ties in nicely to some of the original, and the actor they got in as the guy to play Jack Nicholson's character was cool. that I really want to play one of my other games. Well, let's see. I'll post something about it on when I get home. But certainly, yeah, tomorrow and Wednesday will be the regular schedule. Friday is a little up in the air as to what. Probably Outlast Trials, to be honest. I've been enjoying playing that a bit, so I'll probably jump onto that again. But we could Helldive. If something new comes at the Helldivers that I want to check out, because I know they just released a new rocket launcher that was like in testing until a certain objective got completed, and now it is a stratagem. So it's out that multi-burst rocket, scatter rocket, I can't remember what they think call it. Oh no, that new rocket launcher, yeah, it's a fucking nightmare if you don't use it right. And it seems to be not just that it will launch and do multi-burst, but it seems to have some kind of proximity to it. So it really does seem like it's a long distance thing, not for close combat, which makes sense. Sounds like working as intended. Yeah. Proximity and scatter rockets do not work well, and it also has the blowback that most of them have. So like, I stood behind, I was playing a mission yesterday with Caustic, and some guy was standing in front of me. As I was running past him, he fired one of them and knocked me back, so I got caught in the blowback of one of those. Same BS as the Patriot rockets. No, probably worse. No. So the whole thing is, it's like you get one rocket in it, you get a backpack with the stratagem, I think of 5 rockets, so you can reload. So you get 6 shots, I think. But when you fire it, if it gets close to an enemy, it'll explode, and it does like a cluster bomb kind of effect. So it fucks up everything in the proximity. So if you fire it too close to an enemy, it's going to kill you. Or if you fire at the wrong angle and it hits the ground, it's going to kill you. But yeah, like Jordy's saying, the example for the flying creatures is kind of where it came. It's aimed at long distance groups, or firing it towards the flying bugs, so that it'll take out them groups together much quicker. It is not on the ground close proximity kind of weapon, because that is going to equal death. Fire with no enemies and it will kill you. Yeah. Potentially. Depends on how you fire it. If you fire it from a hill at a distance, you're safe. If you're firing it from the ground at a forward momentum, you're probably going to get a little fucked. So you want to be firing low when you're standing high, or firing high when you're standing low. You do not want to fire even level, or you're going to have a bad time. Feels like it would frustrate you to no end. Yeah, it absolutely would be something I could see you using and then saying, fuck this piece of shit weapon, I'm never using it again. I could absolutely see that happening, Snowy. And I think he's up to level 5 now for difficulty. I think he's only level 7 or 8 as a Helldiver. chaos level to level 5 were kind of becoming a bit like, this is crazy, it's too much. It's like, yeah, you'll get used to it. Chaos is part of the fun. I can't wait till he starts experiencing Boil Titans and fucking, I think we saw one Hulk, one mission we done for the automatons, we saw a Hulk, and that was like, holy fuck, what is that? So we haven't seen the doggo, the big dog yet. We're not on that difficulty. Good morning, Nymphy. How are you, my dear? Poor him, yeah. For some reason that message only popped up when somebody else put something in. How's your day going, Nymphy? How are you? It's all the fun to look forward to, Snowy. We get him up the hell dive in no time and you can enjoy the sheer fucking chaos of that. Saturday, then had a 6-hour drive from Vegas. Want a refund on your weekend? Fucking hell, that sounds 6-hour drive, no thanks. That was bad enough because I have to do a 3.5 hour. Hopefully at least that. It would suck otherwise. Screws you. Oh my god, $368 for a new tire. Fucking hell. I thought it was bad when I had to pay €100 a tire when I got new tires, or maybe 120. I think I had to pay 368. Fuck. Really screwed you. Yeah. Not even in a good way. Shocking. What was the festival you were at though? And was it worth it? What's involved? Tell me more about the Sick New World. What does it entail? This is our 2-kilometer warning. We will be getting the beep of the toll tag as I go through this toll. So anybody with headphones, last time it wasn't too loud, so it shouldn't be an issue. But just in case, I will give you another warning as we get closer to say it's going to happen. System of Down, Slipknot, headlines, 5 stages, most bands over. Holy shit, that sounds great. I didn't know System of a Down were doing gigs again. I thought they were kind of permanent hiatus. That's pretty cool though. Pretty heavy lineup. How was it? And who was your favourite band that you got to see? There's the beat. Metal taste all the time. Oh, snowy. they do tours with no new albums in decades. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm surprised that a band that's still touring hasn't released an album in so long. That's why I thought they were just not touring at all. As far as I knew, they were like permanently on a hiatus. But I guess not, because I know Serge has released solo stuff, but System haven't, which is very odd. Yeah, I thought they were done since 2010s. Yeah, exactly. Like they kind of, I think Steal This Album was the last one they released. No, sorry, it wasn't. It was the double Hollywood one. I can't fucking remember the name, but I think it was the last one. And then that was that. Somewhere recently had a new single that wasn't received well. Fuck, that went completely over the radar for me. I did not know they'd brought out a new single. I'll have to give that a look at and see what it sounds like. I think though the problem as well is like if you've taken such a long break from writing new music, you're gonna be out of touch a bit. Like the industry has changed a hell of a lot since they were kind of the hot band of the time, and we're releasing a lot of music, so to have nothing to gauge, like yeah, you're touring but you're still touring the same shit, that's interesting. Unfortunate though that they had something new that wasn't received well. Can you tell this is a new road by suddenly how much less sound there is on the road? How much quieter it is? And I don't have the road in my ear blowing the fuck out of it. It's quite nice. You love System of a Down. The best moment was finally seeing Kitty. Mosh Pit. Death Wall with Baby Metal, enjoying Ice 9 Kills, and he's still hurting those last two. Sounds like a good time. If he sounds like a really good time. The Oyster Cult did a pretty cool release in 2020, kind of paid homage to their old stuff as well as other influential bands from the era. That's cool. Yeah, it's so much smoother, it's ridiculous. The road noise completely changed. It'll go back, don't worry. So much fun. I'm delighted to hear that, Nymphie. I mean, it sounds like you got to see some fucking great bands. I had heard Kitty were touring again. I have a good friend who was massively into Kitty. She still is, but she was I think she was one of the like Kitty forum admins or something at some stage. But she actually used to be talking to the band members every now and again and got to know them fairly well. This is a long time ago though. Guessing there's not much moving today. It's sit your ass down and chill. Loving since you were in high school, so happy to see them finally perform. Yeah, there's lots of bands like that I'd imagine when you finally get to see, it's phenomenal. I don't think there's any bands I've always wanted to see that I haven't. Probably the closest to that would be like, I've never seen Tenacious D play. I always liked them in their heyday. I know they've released some stuff lately, singles here and there, and nothing incredible, but they are on a tour at the moment and they are playing here next week, and I will get to see them play here next week. That's the first gig I've been to in a while. We were only talking about this earlier, like I've missed a few bands that came over, and I really need to get back on top of seeing that shit. We saw Tenacious D in Germany over a decade ago. Damn. Did you go to Germany specifically for that, Nymphy, or you just happened to be going at the same time they were playing? Yeah, there goes. Bye bye to the smooth road. Let's see Tenacious D and Queens of the Stone. I'd say Queens of the Stone Age would be great, but no Nick Oliveri is kind of meh. Oh, you lived in Germany for 3 years. Oh shit. Well, that makes more sense then. The livest you saw Tenacious D was BlizzCon live stream. Ah, right. Yeah, I don't even think I saw that, but I mean, I've seen videos of their gigs and stuff like that, but it's not the same as actually being present to enjoy it, so I'm looking forward to that next week. You ever miss Germany, Nymphy, or are you happy to be out of there? Sold out. We could only get seated tickets because they sold out. Your first home was Germany, Nymphy. And obviously, I know you're saying too long a story and all that. I'm not expecting you to give details, and don't answer if you don't want to. But were you born in Germany, or was it a case of you owned your first home in Germany? There's two of them, we're getting invaded. And we are just about back to Dublin. Ever closer. Time to beat traffic as well. So we are about to hit Kildare, which is what this sign here. Oh shit, no, we already hit the Kildare. We are back in Dublin now. There we go. Back in Dublin. When you turned 18, you're kicked from your homes, you're homeless, couch surfing for months, till you got married. To stay with your in-laws until you could get your paperwork, fly out to Germany to be with the hubby. Alright. Right, I see what you mean by your first home then. You knew him from high school, it's a lot of Mayo. I get what you're saying. It makes sense in your first home kind of thing then. What part of Germany were you living in when you were? Southern Bavaria. Oh, nice. It was gorgeous. Fantastic. I actually can't remember what part of Germany Magic is from now. It's such a long time since that was a conversation. And obviously he's been here for fucking more of his life now. Chris, you there? Fill us in. What part were you born in? Bremen, there we go. The beautiful north. What was the part of Germany where people used to refer to the way those Germans spoke as like swamp German or something? I remember having this conversation with you probably fucking a few times, Chris. I know one time while we were drunk outside Club Hell, we got into a weird conversation about this stuff. And then I remember part of it being because you were talking, oh, that's Hollander, and oh, right, that's what it was. That's the meme, anyways. Yeah. I was waiting on Snowy going on, what now? What was that about my country? Oh, shit. We started an international affair here. You need to what now? You don't need to do anything. It was some meme thing that Chris had told me about, where the language was called Swamp German or something to that effect. And I couldn't remember if it was a specific part of Germany or not. And he's saying no, they were referring to part of the Netherlands. Oh shit. Not your parts now, I'm sure it's lovely there. Wouldn't be referring to you at all. Keep in mind it's also a meme, not truth. Minus 10 internet points. Well now, starting another war. I hate this road because cunts always do what this cunt in front of me is doing. Don't make up their mind if they want to turn it off too long. Alright, there we go. Only lived in Germany for 5 years. What part of Germany were you living in? Anyone else who lived in Germany? Oh, was this during your service, Snowy? Sure, the people in your hometown have the nickname of fish heads. No, not your sir. Oh, right. Okay. Let's not go further into that one then. Oh, shit. We're starting an international incident, lads. Via Twitch chat. Oh, fuck. Oh, well, we are nearly at the supermarket, which I will be... Oh, it's not bad, it's because your dad... Oh, no, I figured when you said not your service, I figured it was like your dad's or something like that. Had you living there. You're 1 to 5 at that time. Oh, right, okay, well, that's fair. So not like you exactly remember it. But that lady dragged the shopping trolley from home. Yeah, she's fucking dragging it something terrible there. I could hear the wheels scraping along the ground. It wasn't being wheeled at all. Off you go. A little less busy. It's 4 o'clock. Handy. Wait, so is that like a sausage thing? I fucking can't remember what it is, to be honest with you. A shopping stream? No, we're not having a shopping stream. I'm not going in with my phone into the shop to start fucking wandering around talking about what I'm buying and shit. Just because it's now tagged IRL doesn't mean I'm actually doing a proper IRL stream. They got rid of traveling outdoors for some reason, and any of the outdoors or regular categories are now IRL for some reason. It's a cola orange drink, super delicious. Alright, you refuse all the fun streams. Excuse the fuck out of me. Supermarket Simulator Duty Edition. Yep, that's what we'll do. We'll walk around and speak like a spare prick. No bathtubs, no shopping. I know, right? Fucking utter disgrace. But look, you get to see out the side of my car now. Ooh, sides you have never seen. Oh, shit. School sucked, horrible teachers. Jesus. That's never a good thing. Clean car. Yeah, the weird thing is, like, I don't use my car enough for it not to be clean anyway. But I am probably going to bring it in to get it validated because it needs a deep clean and I'm not arsed doing a deep clean. I don't do requests well, yeah. The warning on the dashboard is the handbrake. You gobshite. So that light there is because I got the handbrake on. See, if I take the handbrake off, it goes away. Put it back on, back it goes. There you go. Anyway,